I was listening to a podcast, and this guy on there was talking about having a good body, and so I was really piqued. I'm like, okay, yeah. And he said, the greatest book that I've ever read about your body is this one, and I bought it. I had to immediately buy it because that's me. So it's called The 4-Hour Body. Now I'm thinking it's more of a pamphlet, and it's this thick of a book. And I'm like, oh, goodness gracious. And so I'm like, all right, and I start reading it, and reading it, and reading it, and reading it. And I found out this book is awesome. It talks about all kinds of amazing things. And so I start reading it multiple times and then highlighting and putting notes next to it and little tabs. And I'm like, this is the book. So then I get a group of friends together and I say, hey, once a week, everyone, bring a good dessert and like a hot chocolate or something really tasty, and we're going to read this together and just talk about how awesome it is. And they all got excited. And so we started meeting weekly. We'd have pizza parties. It was awesome. And then we started making like songs up and going, all right, let's sing songs about how amazing this book is. And so we'd get together weekly and talk about how awesome it is as we're having our cookies and ice cream. And then we would be singing about it. And it was just so good. And then after a while, when I noticed my body looks the same as it always did, I'm like, this is a bunch of junk. That's the right word to say in church. This is nothing. And it's so dumb. And I'm so sick of people telling me how great this book is when it's done nothing for me. And then I just burned it. Obviously, this isn't true. I have it right here, but still. Hopefully, you followed along with where this analogy is going, because it's a basic analogy of how we treat this book. And we get so mad at it and so annoyed because it doesn't seem to be making the life change that it's supposed to be making. But we don't understand there's a sacrifice involved when it comes to following God. You have to open this, read it, read about the mighty men and these studs and these great stories, but then you have to apply it. If you do not apply it in some way, then it's going to mean very little.